So we're hardwired to be in connection with other people, and we're social creatures. And um, uh, when we talk about empathy, we think about sharing in the experience with the other. Um, and we can see in infant-parent interaction studies um, that there's a matching naturally that goes on when a baby cries. The parent's face will often, look sad, and momentarily they share in that experience, emotional experience. Um, and as I said before, we're really seeking this experience throughout our lives, this shared emotional experience. If you just use yourself again as a reference, that, imagine yourself being excited about something and wanting to share that, and you want the other person to match your enthusiasm, and for their response to be, kind of matching to how you feel. And if they uh, don't respond with enthusiasm, or respond with a potential downfall or something, that's a really deflating emotional experience. And these moments are where we live, and these are the moments that we can look for empathy with others. Um, but sometimes it's easy, and sometimes it's not so easy. And I want to share an example with you from my own life that I always remembered. And um, my son was 5 or 6 years old at the time, and he had gotten $20 in money for his birthday. And so we were going to the toy store to pick out whatever he wanted with his birthday money. And we were walking through the store, and he was seeing, various toys and saying, "Ooh, I'd like that," or "Ooh, I'd like that," um, but hadn't really settled on anything. And then he saw this toy gun, and it was this huge uh, gun that had all kinds of electronics and buttons, and you could push this button, make a sound, or lights. And he just lit up and said, "Ah!" He was so excited. Inside myself, I felt like, I wasn't excited about a gun, first of all. And I also noticed that it was $60. And I knew that I didn't want to make up that extra $40 difference from his birthday money. Um, and I kind of internally thought, oh no, this is going to be a potentially frustrating moment, him really wanting it, and uh, me not wanting to pay that extra money. And uh, uh, I was afraid that he would get frustrated and throw a fit in the store. I didn't want uh, 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 spoiled kid. I didn't want people thinking of me that way. Um, all of this was going through my head in a split moment when I saw his enthusiasm. But I remember specifically telling myself, remember empathy, remember empathy. So what I did was took a deep breath and then shared in his enthusiasm and said, "Oh my gosh, how cool! How cool is that?" And so he picks it up, and he starts playing with it and kind of teaching me, "Oh, look, this button will do this, and this button will do that." And I said, "Oh my gosh, that is so cool." Um, and so, as we shared in that experience. Um, and then I said, "Oh no, look," and I looked at the price tag, and I said, "It costs $60, and you only have $20. You don't have enough money." And he looked disappointed, but said, well, maybe I'll save up money for that and put it back on the shelf. I think the way that we played that out together, um, he could share in his enthusiasm with me. Um, the money, the price tag, was something that we both confronted together, with some disappointment. And so he shared that feeling. We shared that feeling. And I think because he felt understood, and that he was able to share his enthusiasm with me, he was able to tolerate the disappointment and bounce back pretty quickly. Now, I must say that my son has always been pretty even-tempered and mild-mannered. Another child might not have been able to accept the disappointment quite as readily. And if that were the case, then the empathic response would be to turn to the disappointment and say something like, I can really understand how this is disappointing, and I can understand that it's frustrating that you can't get this gun today. These many moments in our lives that we make up our life and our children's lives, and I think these are the moments that we need to pay attention to and really try to remember the empathic response.